Justice Vallinayagam is my guest here on We Connect today. He is a judge at the Lok Adalat courts, and this is what he's explaining to me, what it's all about. Now, I was just wondering, sir, in your experience, which is the most common case, perhaps, that comes up before Lok Adalat? What do you think in your experience?
Common case, if we take it up, motor accident claim tribunal cases comes a lot.
Accident
cases.
Oh, really?
And that is also one of the cases where a man should be given a benefit immediately.
Yes, sure.
Because he may have lost his hand,
yes,
lost his family. The man would have died in young age. A coming up son or a father who was breadwinner of the family. So he should be settled immediately. Otherwise, what's the use of going to the court and till his son or his grandson gets it, then what's the use?
No point, yes, he doesn't.
So, major cases are come on that. And secondly, there is no bar for any case coming before us.
Okay.
Secondly, bank cases. Bank adalat they call it. Suppose banks normally, their rule is, you have got charge interest on interest, interest on interest, interest on interest. So when the matter comes before us, for example, yesterday there was a case where for the borrowing of 1,29,000, the bank charged 29 lakhs as the interest. The matter went to Supreme Court, then referred back, then it came before us. We said, okay, accept 3 lakhs, and then he wants something more. We negotiated. We told the man, he said he wants some 14,000 more for advocate fee. I told him, okay, you are not prepared to pay now 14,000 the advocate fee. Suppose he goes to the court, you have got to pay the advocate.
You have no choice.
It will be more than that.
Yes, surely.
Then I managed to convince him, and he was convinced the matter is over.
Right.
He got his property back, he paid 14,000, we gave time. You pay 14,000, get your document back.
Right. You just mentioned advocates, and I just need to ask you, what is the role of the advocates when it comes to the Lok Adalat court?
See, basically, an advocate stands between the judge and the client.
Yes.
There are 2 reasons. Everybody cannot become the old Kannagi to argue her own case. So he has to tell the advocate has to tell us what exactly the problem.
Yes.
Therefore, advocate, and not only that, advocate has to convince his client also, to some extent. Sir, you come to the right place, you will get the relief immediately. Otherwise, it will take so much of time. Please understand that. So, advocate's role is more important, because we always call judges and advocates form one family, and there can't be a fight in the family to have a solution.
Right.
So, they also play a good part.
Right. I am sensing, as we speak here today, that there is a lot of sympathy and empathy somehow in the way you are speaking as in the role as a judge.
Naturally. See, that is why I said we touch not the law but the heart. And tell the man, please understand what is life. What's the use of fighting? Suppose a man came, he was 70 years old man. There was a partition suit. He said, no, I won't give. I said, what are you going to get? You want the benefit of God, and if you want to enter paradise, please give it here. Then only you will get there.
I know
Then I gave the adjournment twice or thrice. Then he convinced. Matter is over.
Right. Now, when people come to the Lok Adalat court, it has to come through the advocates like the normal process in courts, or no? How do they come to you, for instance?
Yeah, that way. See, of course, normally the case is filed by the advocate. That is, pre-trial matters are referred on the advocate applying to the court, please send it to the Lok Adalat.
Oh, okay.
Normally, because they are going to make apply. We can't just take the case and
okay.
They should have the intention also to settle it. Now there are another stage where pending cases. Then we have got an authority, legal authority or secretary of the legal authority. He writes a letter saying, sir, please refer the matter to the Lok Adalat. Or he can even tell the judge when the case comes, even the High Court, sir, we want to settle, please refer the matter to Lok Adalat. Then the matter is referred to us. We have got a list, like High Court, we have got a list, and we are given almost all courts powers of summoning witnesses, sending summons, asking for documents. If necessary, even the advocate come and represent and argue before us.
Oh, really? Okay.
More or less a court for all functions, except that ultimately we decide, and finally, whether an appeal being done.
Right.
So, advocate's part as well as, and one more thing, for Lok Adalat, no fee is charged for the client. Not only that, even if you have paid some 10,000 rupees as court fee, it will be refunded back to you.
Well,
fully.
That's a very nice.
Yes,
very
normally
nice
under the Court Fees Act, when the matter is pending in the court, if you settle it, suppose you pay 10,000 court fee, you are getting only 5,000, 50% of the court fee are given. Because 50% goes to government. Now we have made it clear and the act has been amended. Even if you pay 1 lakh as court fee, if you come before us and settle the matter, you will get back all the entire 1 lakh.
Oh, that's quite cheery to hear that. Now, supposing somebody actually has a case that's, say, 50% down the road, whatever it is, can that actually be pulled out and then brought to the Lok Adalat? Is that possible?
No problem. See, anything, what I say is, even matters pending or where judgments are reserved, you can tell the judge, I want to settle it.
Okay.
If one man comes, we will try the luck. Luck in the sense, we negotiations. The major part of our parties negotiate, compromise and try to settle the matter.
Right. But you're settling the matter fairly fast as compared to, something that's in the court. Do you have to sort of go back, reinvent the wheel and take a look at everything, almost really like a retrial, if that's the right word?
No, not retrial. See, what happens when the matter comes in, we go to the facts of the case, not the decisions made either by the lower court or upper court.
That's interesting. Okay.
So, for example, in a check dishonor case, one court would have convicted, other court would have acquitted him. Right. On matters. But what is concerned is a man has given money on a check. Now the money has to go back to the man who gave the check, who gave the money.
Right.
So we tell them, forget about what has happened in the lower court, forget about what has happened in the upper court. Now how much you are going to pay. Yesterday, for information, a check dishonor case came before us. He paid 50,000, then about another 1 lakh. What has happened on the particular day, he didn't appear. Normally what we do is, suppose if they don't appear before us, or if they are not interested in settlement, in spite of our persuasion, we are going to say, come on, okay, go back to the court. The court will decide the issues.
Right.
Whether you wait or not, you do that. Similarly, I post one matter to the court because he didn't appear. Next day he comes and says, sir, I got 1 lakh to be paid. I'm sorry, he didn't come. Then I called for the other man's advocate. I said, release you 1 lakh. He wants 2 months' time. That's not opposed. Forget, you are getting 1 lakh which you never thought you were going to get. So get 2 lakhs and be done with that.
Right. Perhaps from the beginning of time, this is the way justice probably should have been delivered.
Yeah, that's it.
Isn't it?
Correct.
It's kind of interesting, very, very interesting to hear you speak. Have you noticed in your experience that people from different stratas of our society actually come before you, to the Lok Adalat court?
Yes.
Yes,
people, the high stand also, everybody comes in. See, yesterday there is a case of electricity consumption problem. The biggest man from the mills, he is not managing director, somebody came. And similarly, there is workers' problem. And the workers ask the management. The management comes. And the government means not secretary level, at least somebody on the level comes.
Right.
So if there's a problem, they come to us, no problem. There's no limitation, there's no restriction of that.
Right. I have lots more to ask you, sir. And we'll take, unfortunately, another very quick break and get right back with you.